I have a question for you. How do you manage stress?
Sometimes I don't know that I do too well. Now, the funny thing is, they'll know I'm stressed when I pull the comb out of my pocket and start combing my hair. That's how they know I'm stressed. Apparently, I didn't realize it, but when they told me, I realized I do that. And when I told my wife, she says, "Oh yeah, that's you." I never go anywhere without a comb. Well, now I can't find it, but here it is. Yeah, I had to go nowhere without my comb, and it's normally about that quick. Yeah.
I know nothing about the comb.
Yes, that's the way you know that something is stressful for Bill. The comb comes out and he starts combing his hair.
I've never seen him take out a comb and comb his hair.
She obviously has not spent much time around him.
And I've been on trips with him.
I guess there's something there that I don't know about then, because he's definitely used to comb a lot with me.
I think it's that I don't stress him out.
There are times that there are staff members that like to poke him a little bit to see if they can get the comb out.
The more he combs, the more stressed he is.
Some people may have never seen the comb.
I've never seen him take out a comb and do his hair. Never.
I have seen him do it.
That is true.
If I could see anything in his office when he left, I'd like to see the comb just sitting on his desk, because then he won't need it.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic gift to have on the desk there.
I don't think the comb will do justice to Justin.
We would never pass the comb to Justin.
That's Bill's superpower.
And that's nothing against Justin. It's just that's Bill.
I would suggest we take the comb and frame it.
That's a pretty great idea.
Or it could go into the museum.
Let his wife take the comb home and put it up in their house.
Our computer museum, this is a legacy of Bill Nimmons.
We can put an emergency glass breaker on it, like the fire alarm, so when things get stressful, he can break it and pull the comb out, and that'll help his family out.
That's funny. That is funny. I hope how they would describe me as someone that is compassionate, understands their needs, we're there to work together. That's what I hope.
Bill is faithful, compassionate,
Discerning.
Integrity.
Dependable.
He is military,
Leader.
Caring.
Bill is loyal.
I've always felt comfortable talking to him.
He goes out of his way to say thank you.
Always a boss, but also a friend.
And I think he makes an effort to know everybody.
He is always there for you to listen to you.
And that's the only way really you can stand up for me is to know me.
He has a very open door policy.
Bill's very laid back, easygoing.
His calmness kind of permeates the office, and he can kind of keep everybody on an even keel.
He always stayed level-headed.
He's always there to listen to you.
He is funny. You have to get to know him, but he's pretty funny.
He's not just about the business, he's about the people.
He spends so much time with the people here and truly cares about them and what's going on in their lives.
So having someone that sees me as a person and not just a worker to get the work done, makes me feel valued. It makes me work harder.
Bill has worked really hard, I think, in IT to ensure that we are a family environment.
Family comes first.
He's helped me out a lot with my family issues that we've had. I've had my mother was sick, and he gave me some time off that any other place wouldn't have allowed that to happen.
Just knowing that there's someone here that respects that, it makes all the difference in the world. It really does.
He has a true heart for people in his family.
We get together several times a year like a family and talk about things, celebrate things together.
That is his world.
He sometimes just swings by your office and says, hey, I just want to come say hi. I haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything going? Or like you can just go into his office and sit down and just talk to him. It doesn't have to be about work. It could be about anything.
I've had some personal tragedies in my life while I've been working here, and he has been so understanding and so supportive to me for everything that I've gone through, and I still have to deal with things to this day. I lost my husband and I lost my oldest son, and Bill was, he was a rock. And he understands the challenges that have come from that.
I think he knew that I needed, to be called up and just say, hey, how are you doing? We hope you come back and work with us. My mom was sick for a year, and then when she passed, he checked on me. He was caring.
I think what I'll miss most about him is just knowing he is there to support me and my team, because he is always there. Even when you do something wrong, even when you break something, he knows that's going to happen, but he's there to support you.
Yeah. Family. That's what it's all about. It's always about my people, what makes them happy, and I am not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? But my people are. They did this for me. But I got the best people ever, and I've always felt that way. And I've had the opportunity to build the team over time, and a lot of people don't stay in a place long enough to be able to do that. And I am forever grateful, forever humbled. And this 31 years here has been perfect. I'm glad it ended here with the team I have here. And I wish them all the best of luck. And I know they'll do well. Justin's gonna have an easy job. Just let them do their job and they'll take care of you. The day that you walk out the door, it's like you weren't there. And so the people that are going to be by your bedside when your time comes to an end will be your family and your best of friends. And that's it. Air Force won't be there. Leon County Schools won't be there. It's your family that will be there for you.
He has a building full of people that care about him, respect him, and will generally miss him.
I care about the people in this building, the people in this district, and our students nothing else really matters. That's what it's all about.
He is one of my best friends, and he's my boss. But to have a boss that is your best friend, I think that is just pretty amazing in life, to tell you the truth. And the fact that we can talk to each other, and he does not treat me or treat other people like employees. He treats them like friends.
I'll miss our talks.
Oh, Bill, what would I miss about you the most? I think the comfort. I felt like when I was in his presence, I could be comfortable. So I think I'll miss that about him the most.
I'll miss our morning conversations together. I will. That'd be big for me.
There may not be many things I'm good at in my life, but I think I know when someone is being real and when someone's being fake. And I don't have any fake people in this building. They're all real. And I've had the opportunity to build my team over the years. And I think you'll find that you put people like you in the positions. And I think most people in here would give, and I see it all the time, these people give their lives to this district. They really do. Whatever. It doesn't matter what time, when, what it is, they'll be here. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I don't have to worry about it.
He taught me confidence. He taught me to trust myself.
Bill has taught me that I can do anything.
He has taught me more about not being judgmental, but accepting.
I am who I am, and I need to be happy with that. And Bill, you know, he accepts me for who I am.
If you know him the way we know him, we know that he means it. It's not just words to just say. And that makes a difference.
I've learned a lot of things over the years. One of the biggest lessons I've learned, there's two sides or multiple sides to every story.
He has taught me patience and to listen.
Because when something goes wrong, you're going to hear all kinds of things. And you just have to listen.
He observes the situation and he takes everything into account before he makes his answers.
Everybody's got a view of what happened. And when you get down to the facts, people don't do things wrong. They don't purposely screw up. It's an accident. And that's hard sometimes when things aren't working and you're being asked, when are you going to get the system back up? You know, like, do I have a crystal ball? We're trying to figure that out. And then in the end, you always go through what happened. And I don't want to call it a blame game because this district really doesn't play that, but you have to look at seriously, why did it happen? And what I find 99% of the time, someone just made a mistake. We're human. Our eyes go off one letter and the job doesn't run. You know, these things happen, but it's not purposeful. I've never found anything to be purposeful.
So Bill has taught me that no matter what happens at the end of the day, everything is going to be all right.
And to look at things from other people's perspectives.
Well, the biggest challenge has been two, well, maybe I should say three, was a replacement of our finance system, replacement of our student system, and cybersecurity always.
That's a struggle.
Daily. It never goes away. It's passion and it's compassion. Passion for what you do, and just always have yourself not as the focus. Other people should be your focus. What can you do to make this world better? What little bit that is. And some of us have a big impact and some just have a little impact. That's the two most important things in my life. I mean, obviously the family's number one, but in general, what I would pass on to others, family's number one, and always have compassion and passion in what you do. Because I'm sort of quiet, but I'm a very driven person. I like accomplishing tasks, moving us on. And in this business, the one thing you cannot do is sit still. If we are not moving forward, we're falling further behind. And if you get further behind, what happens? You get so far behind, you can't catch up. So you have to be used to change. Now, I don't know of anyone that enjoys change. none of us like change though. But if you're in this business, you can't be that way. I don't like it, but I know we got to change, because if we don't, we're going to be in bigger trouble. We have to move forward. So you got to understand who they are, what their goals are in life, and you support that. And sometimes it's not staying here, it's moving on. But if you provide the right environment, the grass is not always greener on the other side. And you'd let people know, well, just be careful here, because you think this is bad, but if you've not worked in many other jobs, you may find out what you walked into is worse. But you do that by making them understand they're part of the team. We're really very team. There is not one person in this building that's more important than anybody else. There's no one that's not important to me. Zero. And if you think you're not important, then you're wrong. Stop doing your job for a day and we'll find out.